What's up, YouTube? This is Lord Zath bringing you another episode of Zath's Replay Theater. And in this episode, we're actually looking at a co-op battle. And this is a Tier 4 battleship, the Myogi. Oh my god, do I have bad memories of this ship. Whew. So let's get at it a little bit here. As the video loads in here, let's talk a little bit about the ship and why it's so. And while we do that, I'm gonna take a couple of my characteristic screenshots because hey, why not? All right, good enough. It's a Myogi. You could tell I don't have a lot of respect for this ship, and the reason I don't have a lot of respect for this ship is because, well, you've got one turret in the front and two in the back. And what I don't like about this ship, when I was a younger lad in this game and learning how to play this game, and I got to this Tier 4 battleship, and I'm thinking, cool, the Kawachi was actually fun. I had guns all over the place. I could just jump right up and shoot somebody, and who cares? And then I get to this ship, and suddenly that's not the case. These guns have incredible range. Now, if you take a look at the mini-maps, almost 17 kilometers of range, right? Then you add the scout plane there, and that becomes like, I don't know, 18, 19 kilometer range, whatever. And I mean, for the first time, I can shoot across the map, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be cool. And I start shooting things, and I don't hit a damn thing for like the entire freaking match. And only then did I realize that the Myogi, I guess kind of in a sense, is preparing you for later Japanese battleships like the Kongo, the Nagato, maybe the Izumo and Yamato. But basically, these guns have terrific range, they've got pretty good accuracy, and if you have no idea how to lead a target in the distance, oh god, you're gonna get punished with kind of like this, where you're shooting at things and nothing is blowing up and you're just kind of hating on yourself because you can't do anything. So this ship, alright, first of all, when you approach a target, you kind of have to approach like this, because that way your turrets kind of show up. This might be a fun screenshot. Anyway, and so there's that. It's got phenomenal speed, and because of the way the turrets are, when you're being chased, actually it does quite well. The problem is you can't be as aggressive in the ship as you want to be, and that's I guess the problem that I had with it starting off. It's got pretty good torpedo detection. Like I said, the speed's good, so it definitely has strengths. But the problem is, for most new players that just start playing this game, right? You just don't know how to play it. And that's the problem. You pick up the American battleship line, you get to the Tier 4 Wyoming, there's guns all over the place. You can just run right up to somebody and shoot them in the face, shotgun style, and you're probably going to get at least a hit or two, maybe a lucky citadel, right? And it's going to be fun and dynamic and blah, blah, blah. You've got anti-air to protect you from aircraft carriers. You get the idea. And then you get to this ship, and you're like, what? Ooh, nice hit. And and then now we've got the Tier 4, the Kaiser, and of course the Orion, the German and British battleship lines respectively, and you know what? They're very fun too. But back in the day when it was basically the Americans or Japanese only, boy, did I hate my life when I tried to grind this ship particularly. So this is what I've learned from the ship. And by the way, you need to be shooting here at the Karlsruhe. This is iDuckman, showing off the Myogi there. All right, you have to play this ship one of two ways. One is insanely aggressive, and two is long-range sniper. And I think you can hopefully tell by the way that I'm narrating this, the difference between those two. Right? When you're playing long range sniper, kind of like what Duckman is doing here, you're missing most of your shots. You're not getting anybody to shoot at you, and you know, whatever, man. You know, so let's keep that in mind. Duckman, by the way, is I want to just kind of call out real quick and say thank you. He's been a very big supporter of me on the forums when I've been creating my video series and stuff like that. Oh my God. Okay. So I paused the video for a little bit just to talk about that, and I thank him for, obviously, for his support and that sort of thing. And I really do appreciate he's sending me this video because it gives me a chance to really teach a lot about how to play the Myogi. That being said, I'm kind of face palming right now, and it's partially because of, obviously, sitting back and playing sniper, but I just looked at your flags. What are you thinking? No offense, man, but you're running Papa Papa for free XP, Equal Speed Charlie London for regular XP, Zulu Hotel for Commander XP, Juliet Charlie to not blow up too much more, credit reduction, and a dragon flag for even more Commander XP. And then over here is the one that reduces floating time. Look, man, this is a tier 4 battleship, first of all, so I would never run any of these flags in a standard tier 4 battle. Maybe the speed flag, which you've got over here. No. Yes, here. Maybe running the speed flag, it gets you that extra speed, and that helps you to get places because your ship is fast, so that boosts it. That's good. But beyond that, I wouldn't run them, and that's in a random battle. You're in a co-op battle. The XP that you're going to get from this is completely negligible. You are far better off if you got premium time, just using premium time and playing this ship in co-op and just grinding it. If that's what your goal is, to kind of grind the ship out in co-op, fine. But don't use the flags, all right? That's just my suggestion. If you're going to use the flags, then go into random battles at least. And you know what? If you get wrecked early on and you can't do jack, okay, so what? You know, you're still going to be getting that good damage. Now, Duckman has decided to engage the Karlsruhe, which is what I would be doing right now. Let's take a look at the minimap real quick, too. See his positioning here. He's probably afraid of that Clemson and the torpedoes. So, you know what I would be doing? If you look at the Clemson there, the Clemson's got, I think, 5.5 kilometer torps. You've got a little bit of wiggle room. I would be positioning myself over here more. And that's to get better shots on the Karlsruhe. The South Carolina, I shouldn't be worried about. I'm in a tier 4 battleship and he's a tier 3, so no. And I need to help kill this Clemson from the South Carolina. Now, look at the damage. The nice thing about the Myogi is that the guns have tremendous penetration capability. That's right, folks. This thing penetrates. The key is getting in range to penetrate, and that's where coming in close is so much more effective than staying back as a sniper. Okay, that's just what. And you know what? It took me the entire Myogi grind, and it took me, I want to say, almost the entire Congo grind to realize my mistakes. Look at that. I mean, look, you know, who cares if he's angled? You're penetrating him regardless. And that's what I mean, right? Like you're close enough now to where your shots actually matter. So push forward and shoot the Clemson. Shoot the Clemson. He is looking at you. He is getting in range. Shoot the Clemson, sir. Okay. And by the way, stopping here, bad idea. Look, you can't hit the Karlsruhe now. You can only shoot the Clemson. For whatever reason, you're not even choosing to shoot him. There you go, and your secondaries kind of alert you to the fact that there's a destroyer within secondary range. And we see you're kind of angling your guns, and pow, and he's gone. No? There you go. It looks like you're doing the old-fashioned fire one turret, and then see where that lands, and then, you know, fire off the rest. Which is all fun and good, but the thing is that with only having these 3 turrets, you're essentially kind of blowing one of your 1/3, I should say, of your firepower just for a ranging shot. And I don't know, man. And this is where getting in close, being aggressive comes into play. By the way, you should be using your repair party right now. You've got a good amount of damage you can recover, and that's important, right? You can also be shooting that V170. Well, not anymore because it's gone, but there's that too. You're not using premium consumables. It's co-op. It's perfectly fine. The other thing you notice is, oh my god, what up with your team? I mean, seriously, like they all just freaking died. So another reason, Duckman, why I would recommend you be aggressive with this ship. I know you don't want to because, look, I got all this range. I can shoot everything. The problem is you're not going to hit anything, even though you can shoot everything, if that makes any sense. Learn to fight more mid-range, and by mid-range, I mean about 12 kilometers out. Okay? If you want to get closer, by all means get closer. Hey, look, you fired broadside. Perfect. Let's see if I hit. And one hits over pens. Okay. Anyway, that's it. I think that's really important that you get in the habit of doing that. V170 detected. You should be switching your target priority to the V170 right now, sir. Instead, you are tunnel visioning on the Myogi. And now, if this is a human player, the human player is turning in and bouncing. But of course, you know, lol, co-op. So, you know, are you going to win? I don't know, man. I mean, I'm just taking a look here. The Kaiser obviously is coming in. V170 has entered the cap. You should be, if I were you, I'd be zoomed out and have my turrets facing this way because this V170 is going to pop around the corner and he's just going to torp you. So I'd have my guns ready to go. Ooh, the Langley is spotted. You could also try to kill the Langley. Oh, hey, look, there's the V170. Now you've noticed him, and now you've like, oh, and you know, beep, because there he is. And good, you are anticipating the torpedoes and turning, which is fine. I just think, like I said, anticipate the destroyer coming around earlier. Get your turrets ready earlier. You could have already shot him once, if not twice. And too low. If you look at it, he is going away from you, and you were aiming just at the waterline, if not below it, earlier. And so, yeah, those shells are not going to hit. You want to be aiming. I would be. He's slowing down. I would be aiming right about here. Now he's going to start reversing. I'd shift my aim over to about here. See what I mean? And he's continuing to reverse. I'm just using my cursor to kind of show you where you can aim, and he's turning away now, so I would be kind of moving the cursor up as well, moving the aim up. And oh look, a Kaiser appears. Oh, rip. You still haven't used your repair party. There you go. It's probably too late, though. You're turning out. Why are you turning out? You're showing this broadside to the Kaiser. The Kaiser's going to punish you soon. Here it comes. Nope. Good hit on the V170. Now, this is known as the Notzer maneuver. Generally, it's not recommended. And the reason it's not recommended is because now you are in full range of his torpedoes. So you gotta kill him now. Down. Aim down. Aim here. You're too far over. Aim here. Aim here. Aim here. There. Okay. Woo. Alright, that's one potential baddie out of the way. Now you've got the Myogi to deal with. The Myogi, if I were you, I would just keep reversing at this point, stay angled, and laugh as he tries to shoot you and can't. He's going broadside. Because he's got good armor, I would be aiming farther up. I'd be aiming up here. Because then you'll hit the superstructure. Although, at this range, you might have the pen to punch through armor. You're pulling forward again, and this is Notzer maneuver round 2. I'll bet you. Yep. The ship does not have the greatest of turning radius. It is long, it is fast. And that's what she said. Alright, 2 bounces. See, you shot at the armor. Shoot up, kill the turret. There you go! Nice job, you hit the turret. I'm gonna laugh so much if he rams you. Yes, stay zoomed out, there's no point in zooming in. No point in zooming in. You want to zoom out because when you zoom out, you can aim a little bit lower with your guns. It's a fun little trick that people use to get broadside shots. And nope, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. He's starting to zoom out, guys. Okay, that was a good hit. The turret is turning. You're on double fires. User repair. User damage control party. Shoot! Come on, shoot the gun! Shoot the gun! Shoot the gun! I would be shooting right here, especially because he's stopping. I mean, come on. Repair party is available. Use the repair party. There you go. Forgot to mention, back when that V-170 was here, pop your scout plane. That would have helped you see him coming around the corner. Anyways. You're getting 4 bounces at that range because he's angling his armor, believe it or not. Again, this is why zooming out makes it so much easier to aim at your target. And he's gonna beach. Alright, the computer has adapted to your tactics and is trying to use your tactics against you. Don't let him do that. Too high. Pull forward. Kaiser is going to shoot you. Aim lower. Oh, you lost. So, what happened? What happened is that you basically were too far off on the side. You weren't able to really support your team. And because you weren't able to support your team, we saw basically the team fold on the other flank, of course, but then later on your flank. So Duckman, my suggestion with this ship, first of all, get rid of those flags. Please don't waste those flags. Those are beautiful flags. As an economist like myself, it just hurts to see you using dragon flags and stuff like that on a commander like that. Use them in randoms, or if you don't want to play randoms, then you know what? Save them and use them on the operations. You get good XP from operations. That's a great place to use those flags. Don't use them in tier 4 co-op. Anyway, so that's 1. 2, you need to get more comfortable using your ship in closer proximity to enemies. So what I'm going to tell you to do is stay at all times within 12 kilometers or less of your enemies, if you can. And I know that sounds like you're just going to get yourself killed and stuff like that. Look, man, this is co-op, okay? Whether you win or lose, who cares? It's more important that you get some things figured out. For example, with destroyers, learning to prioritize destroyers. 2, with reading the minimap and taking a look at how things are going on the minimap. And then 3, with figuring out what's going on with the situation and where you can put yourself to help out. And then finally 4, with learning to use your turrets for what they were meant to do, which is penetrate the heck out of everything at close range. Okay? If you can do this well with the Myogi, you are well prepared for the Congo. If you can't, well, then you're going to have to do some more practice. I would say keep doing Myogi at tier 4 in co-op until you get comfortable with maneuvering, with not, pulling the knots or maneuver too often, and with basically keep being able to carry the team. Once you start having those games where you're tearing apart destroyers, right? And then you're destroying cruisers, and then finally you're hitting those battleships, and you look at the scoreboard and you came in number 1 by, say, like 200 or 300 XP. Guess what, sir? If you're doing that consistently, you have mastered the ship and you have graduated onto either the Congo or, in my opinion, more, I would suggest go into random and take it into random and see what you have learned. Now, random's a little bit different. People are better at angling their armor. People are better at keeping an eye on you. People are better at torpedoing you from long distances and not being spotted, blah, blah, blah. But the core things that you'll learn in co-op with handling your ship will transfer all the way up to tier 10 in randoms. So that's my suggestion for you. I do want to thank you for submitting this replay. This is replay number 49. I'm so excited to announce that number 50 is coming, and that's just awesome. So I can't wait. I've got some goodies to share with you guys, and we'll see where things go. So Duckman, thank you for submitting this replay. Please send me more. I want to see you improve in this Myogi, man. Thank you. Take care, guys.